did shit while I wasn't here.
Lots and lots of shit.
I told you could, so I'm not mad. But I do want to know what you did.
And we're going to cover that.
I really wish I had warned you before I left. Hey, don't fucking place the Lord Vessel.
Yeah, apparently a lot of stuff goes down. Those guys aren't hostile. I can actually just stand here and just observe the magnificent scenery.
Hey, it's beautiful down here. Alright, so
let's cover what I did. I found the amazing chest in the game, and holy shit.
Yeah, we're going to mess with that.
Alright!
You're going to learn some shit, probably tonight, which will be for you guys in the next 5 or 6 episodes. So...
Yeah. So, no, this is good. So I went to Guinevere. Apparently she's been...
Hashtag Guinevere, alright?
What?
Guinevere. Because she's hot. Got that ass, though.
You can't see the ass, though. It's pointing in another direction.
No, but with titties like that, you can assume...
You can imagine.
You can assume...
And now I can obviously see why you said the gods are much bigger than mortals. They're fucking huge. Like, her one breast was the size of my body.
Yeah. If not bigger. She got the big old titties. Big old bitties.
Like my Christianity wants to like just step aside for just a minute.
I bet it does. that scene made me an atheist. No, I'm kidding. But it's I was like, God, I can't do both. I'm picking one.
Do both? I actually started laughing. I feel like I failed that.
All right,
so in stereo, went to her, got the Lord Vessel, explored. There's nothing past Ornstein and Smoke except for a balcony, and either side leads up to Guinevere. No treasure chest or anything. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I went down to Firelink Shrine because I literally didn't know what to do with the Lord Vessel. I'd forgotten.
That framps.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay, where the fuck do I go? What the fuck do I do? And if I did remember what I did, that's awesome. I don't remember remembering what I did. So I just went to Framp like, okay, in a role-playing game, generally you need to go to some important character, and usually when you've completed a certain event, new words will come out of their mouth, and they will tell you what you're supposed to do. So...
you have gained the Lord Vessel! That's exactly what it fucking says.
Yeah, exactly. And apparently, it's so funny that Guinevere was just sitting in her fucking gorgeous, huge-ass room behind Ornstein and Smough, like, waiting for someone to assume the role of her father.
I imagine that she was just dilling around back there, and she heard Ornstein and Smough killing millions of people. And she's just like... just waiting for the one!
I hope Ornstein and Smough die soon. We've been waiting 1,000 years for the chosen one.
I'm about to just go fucking kill on myself. Just, I'm assuming.
I'm just really wondering, like, I guess she considered Ornstein and Smough a test? I guess?
Yeah, that's what it was. You had to prove you were worthy of getting the Lord Vessel by defeating the Executioner and the Dragon Slayer.
And, generally speaking, a very damn good test. That was solid.
And that's the thing.
That was solid.
It is very hard. You're using this one-hander, which made it considerably easier because it staggers everything.
Yeah, even Smough.
Even Smough. But, all that aside, that boss fight's fun as shit.
Music's good, too.
Music's amazing.
Music is excellent.
Sorry, so you place the Lord Vessel.
So yeah, King's Secret Frame took me down to the Firelink altar.
Mm-hmm.
I found the entrance, I'm assuming, to the Kiln of the First Flame. Once I get... And he told me, and I was like, okay, I placed the Lord Vessel... What the fuck now? And I was like, oh, I can warp. That's badass.
Yeah.
You answered this off camera, but I'll ask it on camera because this is a semi-walkthrough because you're here.
Yeah.
Can I warp to every single bonfire now?
No. Basically, the way it works is, alright, so, like, sit down and look at the warp option. So, it gives you lists of areas. So, Firelink Shrine. There's only one bonfire in Firelink fucking Shrine. Yeah. I think you know which one that's going to send you to. The one that no longer works because you use the Soul of the Firekeeper to power up your Estus.
And we'll get there in a minute.
Sunlight Altar. That is the bonfire that is next to the Sunlight Covenant underneath the dragon on the bridge.
I was like underneath Hellcat, yes.
Anne Orlando. That is the first bonfire in Anne Orlando.
Next to the Firekeeper that's there.
Chamber of the Princess. That's the one outside of Guinevere's door. Yes. Dark Moon 2. Very interesting name.
Oh, wait, that takes you to... I actually warped all of these in the video, so I'm going to see if I can... And I did it for the purpose of remembering where they took me. Dark Moon Tomb takes you to the tomb of Gwen.
Yes.
The supposed tomb.
Daughter of Chaos takes you to...
Now, the Daughter of Chaos didn't unlock, quote-unquote, until I sat at it.
Yeah, because since she is considered a firekeeper, that bonfire is always active, so they have to make sure that you found it. Because it was behind a hidden wall, remember?
That makes sense. So yeah,
you have to sit at it first.
That takes me to
And
Quaylan.
I actually do need to make an edit on something I said previously. I said that the Daughter of Chaos's, the Fair Lady's real name was Quaylana.
And
I got that confused.
You did.
That is incorrect. Quaylana is an NPC that is available in the game through certain events. She is also a completely different Daughter of Chaos. This Daughter of Chaos, the Fair Lady, you get. I don't know if you've heard her name.
Quaylan.
Yeah, you can see how I made the mistake. It's Quaylan, not Quaylana.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're very, very close. But I did want to make that distinction because I did fuck up there previously.
This takes you to the bonfire that's with the long tunnel of poop on the ceiling.
Yes,
takes you to that one.
And Undead Parish takes you to the one above Blacksmith, next to the church with the gargoyles.
Yes.
All right, so basically the way it works is it gives you lists of areas. Not every area. For example, you just said Sen's Fortress isn't on here.
But could I go to Sen's Fortress, and is there a bonfire that will be there? I'm assuming there will
There's
be
a bonfire
at least one.
in Sen's Fortress, but not one that you can warp to.
Really? Not one?
Not one. It's weird in this game. You can only teleport... You can only warp to very important bonfires, which is very confusing.
Sen's Fortress just doesn't matter, apparently.
It doesn't. Which is confusing because they gave you the depths as one of the options.
I don't count that as important.
It's not that, but all the other ones are.
Okay, the others are pretty legit.
Yes, the depths. I don't know why those are there. The only thing I can possibly come up with is there's an NPC close to there that you have to talk to for him to move, and there's also a bit of a farming area right outside. You can farm the poop, and they have a chance of dropping the green Titanite shards. And large, but their drop rate is much lower than the slimes that are in Blighttown.
Yeah, the slimes in Blighttown are fucking amazing. Oh, and I found a YouTube video where people were bitching the fuck out of the fact that the rusted iron ring was found. Apparently, I forgot where I found it. It was found in that little drop-off area that takes you back to the Undead Asylum.
Yes.
And people were complaining about how essential that is to Blighttown, how dare they hide such an essential item so far away in such an obscure area. I thought that would be, like, your counter-argument.
It's not essential at all.
Like, it sucks ass.
It's alright. Literally, I can go through the entirety of Blighttown without that ring and only get poisoned once. And the only one that you have to get poisoned on is the path up to Quaylag.
Yeah.
All the other ones, there are platforms that are placed strategically. Yeah. So even without the ring, you can get through the entire fucking area without being poisoned.
Yeah.
It's very awesome. It makes the Hydra fight a lot easier. It makes the bottom of Sen's Fortress of the Titanite Demons a lot easier. It makes Blighttown a lot easier. It's not vital. You don't need it. It's not something that requires to finish the game. It's just helpful.
You can get through all those areas. And also, I found it. I'm assuming this will apply to water and tar as well as the swamp. I found you can still roll in the swamp.
Yep.
If you have fast roll, then
you can just spit along through there. And I would like to point out the one area that you can't get through without being poisoned. You get poisoned even if you're wearing the fucking ring. So,
unless you have this particular build.
Unless you have a particular build that is built around poison resistance.
Yeah, apparently someone made a build with 2,500 poison resistance?
You'll be going out of your way to make that.
The biggest fuck you to Blighttown in the world, and you can't use that build by the time you get to Blighttown.
No, you can't.
Unless you... No, actually, you literally... Well, actually, I was like, I don't think you literally could, because you have to rank... Quaylag is the guardian of the second bell, so you can't even get to the areas that you need to get that equipment without killing
Well, twinking
Quaylag.
can be done by other players giving equipment to lower level players.
Now, I didn't know that in PvP
you can drop items.
Well, I don't lose it, do I?
If you drop it, like say you have the server weapon, and you go into another world. You drop the server weapon on the ground. You go into your inventory, hit the drop icon. You drop it on the ground, the other player can come up and pick it up, that weapon's out of your inventory.
That's right, I forgot there was a drop icon. But then it's gone, period. As soon as you die, that item's gone forever.
Yes.
You're fucked.
Unless you were to pick it back up immediately.
Why? Well, drop exists if you don't buy the if you don't buy the infinity box that I have, the bottomless box. If you don't buy that, you want to empty your inventory. Drop is the next best thing. That's why that's there.
It's also there so that you can give stuff to other players. For example, I would invade people. I would invade low-level people, wearing nothing except for a top hat. And if they bowed to me proper, then I would drop them humanity and I'd leave. Just for shits and giggles. Because they're being nice. If they didn't, then I fucked their day up. So, so, it's just a little fun thing. It's a fun little thing. Now, so you can do it that way. But yeah, there are builds for it, but it's fucking stupid. But the way this basically works, you can warp to areas that are of necessary interest and the depths for some reason. Yeah. So, we're gonna get into some stuff. The first one being Smo.
And now I haven't bought his armor from blah 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 of Dumnall.
Zena, or Dumhole of Zena.
Oh, Dumnall is his name.
Dumhole is his name. He's from Zena.
Okay.
He's the only fucking thing from Zena in this entire game. We hear of Zena twice in this entire fucking game. Him, character creation screen. That's it. That's it! Alright,
But it's a place.
But it's a place. It exists. Apparently it was a place of merchants.
Ah.
It was a land filled with merchants.
By the way, how the fuck do you... I know where he is. I've seen him on that bridge near the Firelink Shrine. How the fuck do you get to him and the little ring that's there and not die?
Jump.
Well, you can jump to him. I didn't find a way to jump out of there. I was just...
Jump on the same place. Like, jump from the same place you jumped in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah. So, we're going to go into Smo, then we're going to go into Ornstein, and then we're going to go into Lord Vessel.
Well, since I can warp around, should I warp to Dumnall of Zena real quick? Just warp there and
warp to Firelink.
Read the shit?
Well, yeah, we can talk about it while you're going there. So, Executioner Smo.
Are we gonna... By the way, the Lord Vessel placement, are we saving that for last because of importance of lore?
Yes.
Okay, so I really fucked up by placing it.
No, you didn't fuck up. You did what 90% of players do.
Just like the solid Firelink Shrine!
Alright, so
angry.
Executioner Smo. He was Lord Gwyn's executioner. You know, basically anyone that the lords felt were deserving of death, whether it be another god or a human.
Yeah.
That was left up to Smo. But Jon Snow had a little bit of a problem. Anyone who watches Game of Thrones will understand the reference.
Okay, now here...
That's where you want to jump, yeah.
And that dude throwing fire things is really distracting me.
Yeah. And so, Smo had a bit of a problem. Problem being that he loved his job...
way too much.
Way too much.
Okay.
To the point where...
I'm so good.
Yeah, right?
Whoa!
You got backstab off. To the point where it came so far as to keep him from being able to join the Four Knights of Gwyn. Or Gwyn's elite.
Is all this going to be in the armor?
I believe so.
Let me
Which
get
is
to
why
the
I'm
armor
not
real
getting
quick.
into super details.
So I need to take a running jump over there. Is
Yes.
essentially what I need to do. There we go.
Alright, and now look. Like, if you were to turn around, you run and jump back onto that ledge.
Okay, that's how I'm supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking narrow as shit. And fuck. This is so narrow. And Dumnall of Zana's just like chilling over here.
Can't give a dick.
And Ring of Sacrifice. And I got some shit last time that I didn't read. Let's do that. I got a large club drop from the trolls in Blacktown.
From the what are those fucking called?
Aren't they just trolls?
No, I believe it's the infected giants or something like that. I don't know.
Let's read this shit. Whoa, that scales with A.
Yeah, it's a fucking good weapon, man.
Damn.
And as you can see, it does poison damage.
Oh, I remember getting poison damage for those fuckers several times. Okay, large wooden club. Thanks. The giant undead of Blighttown wield these clubs which become poisonous from the influence of their surroundings. And did I get anything else that I didn't read while you were away? Everything else looks pretty standard. I just want to make sure. The souvenir, I didn't read that. Yeah, I killed off obviously I would have to kill Lautrec.
Oh, we're gonna get to Lautrec too. Okay, we'll get to Lautrec before we do the Lord Vessel. Okay.
I didn't read the Souvenir of Reprisal I got by killing Lautrec. You saw it in the previous episode. Got this for killing him, as well as the Firekeeper's Soul, and as well as the Ring of Fap. Oh wait, I didn't have this. There we go, the Ring of Fap.
He's masturbating.
On camera.
Okay.
Just like another famous YouTuber. So, souvenir taken
Wait, who are you referring to?
I forget his name.
Play Gripes?
Did he do it?
No, but he always does that.
The fuck?
He does that in Dark Souls a lot, where when he gets to a part he really likes, he's like, oh, I love this part. I'm masturbating. Like, he does that all the fucking time. It's so funny.
I didn't know that.
It's amazing.
Let's read this here. Blood-drained shrunken ear. Souvenir taken for subduing the guilty.
So, cut you off there. So basically, you kill someone that's guilty, and to prove that you killed them, you cut their fucking ear off.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's hardcore as shit.
Hardcore as shit.
The knights called the Blades of the Dark Moon punish the guilty soaked offenders of the gods, and take this as proof of their conquest. The earless corpses of the guilty will be left behind as a warning to others, inspiring both fear and respect for the gods, such as the eternal mandate of the Dark Sun.
Yeah.
Wait.
So this...
Dark Sun Gwendolyn?
Yes.
Is a god?
Yes.
And apparently easy as shit.
He is the...
But he's a god?
He's one of Gwyn's children.
What? Am I going to learn this by anything he drops? Like in his soul description, is he going to mention that?
I thought you knew.
No.
Yeah.
No, I saw... Dude,
Gwyn had 3 kids.
Specification. I saw the boss battles... parts of the boss battles. Not the whole thing. I saw parts.
Right.
I heard hardly any backstory. And apparently what I heard about Sif was wrong, which you're very thankful for. And
Wait, what did you hear about Sif?
That you raise him as a pup, and you
that's not exactly what it is. All right.
And I also and I know the name of the bosses. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I know nothing else.
Dark Sun Gwendolyn. You can tell just from his name. Gwendolyn. Gwyn.
Well,
Guinevere.
yeah.
Gwyn apparently jerked off over his own name. So he had 3 kids. The
Okay.
firstborn, who was a god of war, and was kicked out for some fucking reason. Guinevere, who is the goddess of sunlight, and
and she's the goddess of fat.
the god of bounty and fertility because of those massive titties. And then there is Dark Sun Gwendolyn, who is the god of the dark moon, or the god of the dark sun. So, which is basically the moon.
So Dark Sun Gwendolyn is the god of the moon.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is why he was raised as a daughter. Because Gwyn was embarrassed of him. Because Gwyn was the god of sunlight, and then one of his children was the god of the moon.
Yeah,
he was embarrassed of him. He was like, fuck you, I'm raising you as a daughter, you filthy shit.
Is any of this explained
Yeah.
in items later on?
Roughly.
We'll cover that later then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, let's start that.
Talk to him first.
Aye, Shemai. I didn't expect to meet anybody here. I suppose great minds think alike, eh?
Nope.
Cool, dude.
I saw you sitting over here, and I knew you bought and I could buy shit from you.
Purchase item. Well, now talk.
Talk first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm afraid I don't see anything here.
So, when you buy shit from him,
Yeah.
he starts giving you hints about the world.
Yeah, he already gave me a hint about the catacombs in a much earlier episode in the Depths. He mentioned you need holy weapons. Yeah, or divine weapons to fight there. Because I have been to the catacombs just off camera, just dicking around, and you can't kill those enemies. And I was like, oh shit. But okay, there is a way to kill enemies.
Divine, yeah.
So, master... Oh! I want that shit right the fuck now.
Well, that is a shame then.
Yeah, it doesn't unlock everything, but
No,
unlocks a
not
lot
to
of
worry.
shit.
Come back again. I'm always available.
Is there anything in
Not
particular...
every
Hold
trade
on.
was meant to be.
Is there
There'll be
anything
more in
particular
store for
that
us
you can't open?
someday, sometime.
I don't think it's necessary at this point. I can't think of any doors of note that you would be able to open with it that you don't already have the key for.
I actually, when I was dicking around again last night, I do dick around a little bit on Dark Souls off camera just because it's a fun game. And, yeah, I got the Master Key as a starting gift for one thing, and there were a lot of doors I couldn't unlock. I'm like, what the fuck? I got the Master Key!
It's not a master key. It doesn't unlock everything, but it unlocks certain doors.
So pissed.
It unlocks certain doors.
I'm still buying it.
Like I said, I can't think of a single door that it opens that you haven't already opened.
By the way, Divine Blessing. when I read the description, Guinevere. But the symbol of bounty and fertility.
Because their titties. All right.
But yet, fully restore HP and undo irregularities. I'm assuming this gets rid of any
bleed, toxic, poison, whatever the fuck,
and fully restores HP.
Yes.
Regardless of how much vitality. So it is by far the best curing item in the game.
Yeah, but there's so few of them.
It's rare as shit.
Yeah.
And at this point in the game, I never use these. I'm guessing the Firebomb and Black Firebomb are both pretty much fucking worthless at this point.
I wouldn't say that. There's
Really?
some enemies that are very weak to fire. The big fight later. Alright, so.
Okay. Well, I'm still fucking getting this shit. Wait, hold, no. I need like 2,000 souls or something. Or 1,500. I want the Master Key. I want it.
There's no reason to get it, Booger.
I'm gonna get it.
You're gonna be short of Luke. No,
Nope. I'm good. Okay.
Aye, Shemai. I didn't expect, I suppose.
No, your mind isn't great. You're a fucking retard. Why the fuck are you out here?
Because you don't like people. I can agree with that. Man,
like me?
after my own heart.
You like me?
No, I don't.
Well, then again, I'm not people.
I like Dark Souls.
Oh well.
I'm here for the Dark Souls, not for you.
Oh, my mistake. Master Key opens any basic lock. This universal key opens any basic lock. Tool of the trade for thieves. But in the cursed land of the undead, most doors are better left unopened. Give me that shit! So, crystal
He already
shit.
looked at that stuff.
Da, da, da,
Looked at that
da,
stuff.
da.
Alright, so that's his gear.
I can buy his gear from him. Did I read that in a previous episode?
I believe we did in the depth.
Does he sell that at the beginning?
Yes.
Then we definitely,
Yeah.
Holy shit, look. It's more expensive than the giant armor.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Damn. Gold? He sells... Wait, what?
The Iron Golem.
Did I... Oh, that motherfucker. I haven't read that description yet.
No, you haven't.
Let's read that. Head of the Iron Golem, guardian of the ancient Sen's fortress, slayer of heroes who ventured forth to Anor Londo. Without its core, it is a mere hunk of iron and can be equipped as solid protective gear. But its immense weight hinders stamina recovery. That makes me think, and then after this is all this shit, they are mere hunks of... Oh, okay, that's a plural. They are mere hunks of iron. You see, legs, arms, and body, it's all the same shit. And then, this makes me think he went behind me.
And picked up the shit.
That's what this makes me think.
It's basically what he did.
Smo's helm. Helm of Smo the Executioner, protector of the cathedral at the forsaken city of Anor Londo. It offers extremely high defense and can be worn by humans, but not without great difficulty. And then the armor.
Okay, so it doesn't say
gauntlets,
in the armor. It
and
must say it in the
leggings.
weapon. That you can get.
Oh yeah, the ridiculous hammer.
Yeah, alright, so, since it's not here, I'm going to go ahead and explain it.
Okay.
So, he was attempting to get into the Knights of Gwyn.
Thank
And
you.
he was
That
rejected
was a
from
fine
it multiple
trade. I
times.
have this funny
Oh.
feeling
Because-
and we'll make an...
Because...
That wasn't important, I don't think.
No. He got rejected multiple times because in his executions, he began to eat the people that he was executing.
Fuck!
Yeah. And that cannibalism kept him from the Knights of Gwyn.
Yeah, there are 4 Knights of Gwyn, and I've got
No.
2 of their rings.
Right, and you could have had a third one if you had killed Ornstein.
Oh!
Ornstein is one of the 4 Knights of Gwyn, and
Oh!
he is presumably the leader of the 4 Knights of Gwyn.
Damn.
So
So hold on, Artorias should have been the leader.
No.
What?
No, the leader was Ornstein. He was a slayer of dragons! You know that giant room with dragon heads everywhere? Ornstein killed every single one of those.
Every single one?
By assumption, yes. That is considered Ornstein's room.
Well, goddamn.
Yeah. So, there was Ornstein the Dragon Slayer, Artorias the Abyss Walker, Hawkeye Goff, and we haven't met the 4th one yet. The 4th one will only be met and heard about. Well, no, we'll get the ring in the base game, but the 4th Knight is actually in the DLC. We meet the 4th Knight.
Okay.
Alright, so.
And yeah.
Next up, she's dead. They show. I think they have an extra A in there. It should just say dead, D-E-D. But it's a...
No, it's spelled right.
No. Dead. D-E-D.
Where does it say that?
Yeah, I wish it did. But, No, so... yeah, Ornstein, his armor was based off of the symbolism of a lion.
Yes, it was.
Alright, so now go ahead and go to the closest bonfire, which is going to be at the church. So go up the elevator and firelink.
I'll just warp. I'll go down to the filing altar and warp from there.
I forgot.
I think that'll be quicker.
Yeah. Alright, so but we're not actually going to. That's the wrong way. We're not actually going to go to the church. I want you to go to the bonfire so we can warp. We're going to warp back to where Guinevere was.
Oh, okay.
I am. Is it?
And I want to ask you shit about some of the words he says as well, but we'll do that.
Very well.
We'll do that as time permits. It's so weird the way he fucking swallows you.
Yeah. Alright, so sit down there and warp to, let me see which one it is. Chamber of the Princess. Alright. And now we're gonna find some shit that you didn't find earlier.
Oh, we are?
We are.
Okay. I searched the area. I did search the area thoroughly.
Walk to the right.
To the right.
And now walk all the way down the hallway.
Okay. How did I miss this?
Because it wasn't here before.
Oh, it appears after you place the Lord Vessel?
It appears after you do something. Pick it up. It appears after you kill Lautrec. That's his corpse.
I was hoping that fucker hollowed out after I killed him.
That's his corpse.
I was hoping that fucker would hollow out, the piece of shit.
Yeah.
Sack of fuck. Helm of... Wait, favor?
Yes.
Let's read this shit. Helm of Lautrec the Embraced, representing the goddess Fina's love? During his solitude, he forsook everything, for he believed in the goddess's love for him. Armor of Lautrec the Embraced, representing the goddess Fina's love. The goddess's arms wrap around it, as if to embrace the wearer. Oh wait, not that one, right?
Alright, so that's the same thing. And this is the same thing too. Alright, so if you actually were to equip his chest plate, you can see a set of arms wrapping around the front of the chest plate.
Let's do it.
One-handed weapon.
I was gonna say, yeah, put that away.
Ah. Well, you can still see it right there.
Whoa. That's interesting.
So, basically, Lautrec fell in love with a goddess. Presumably the goddess of favor, considering the name of his armor.
Yeah, considering the ring of Fap that I now have.
This
is a damn good ring.
Which is an amazing ring.
Yeah, the brace when removed part is just like, wait, did he marry this goddess? Like a ring you're not supposed to take off.
Potentially.
I just got into lore. You should be like fangasming over there.
Yeah, potentially.
I actually tried to think that through.
Yep. Which, good. Think like that more often. But yeah, potentially.
So he was big into this goddess, and it looks like the goddess was big into him.
Yeah.
He was a piece of shit, though.
From your perspective.
He was all about invading others, taking souls, using it for personal gain.
Using the humanity to power up his goddess.
What?
Gods and goddesses that are under Gwyn, which the goddess of favor would be, because she's a goddess. The only one that would be technically excluded from that could potentially be Velka, the goddess of sin. But the goddess of favor, she was under Gwyn. You power... Whenever you use a humanity and burn it in a bonfire, that is giving strength to the gods. You're giving strength to Gwyn specifically because you are strengthening the flame. Every bonfire is a link to the first flame.
Where is all this covered?
I forgot. It's in there. Might be in later games. Potentially.
Potentially.
The only description I can think of that says it is in Dark Souls 2. But every bonfire is a link to the first flame. And so when you feed a humanity to it, you're strengthening the fire and therefore strengthening the gods. So he was all for invading other people's worlds, killing them and taking their humanity to further the gods. That's what it was all about. Which, I mean, the only really assholes in this game are the Dark Wraiths, also known as the Dick Wraiths. Because literally, they are not for honor, they are for nothing. They are for invading people's worlds and slaughtering them for their own gain specifically. Not for the gain of the gods, it's for themselves.
So since it's for the gods, Launcher may not be a half-bad guy.
Right. And the only reason that he killed the Firekeeper and took her soul is because Firekeeper's souls are banks of humanity. Like, they are fuckloads.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Yeah, there's actually a description of another Firekeeper soul, which we'll get soon enough, that says that underneath, for the Firekeepers, underneath a thin layer of skin, their entire body is just humanity that's swirling around.
Yeah, I read that in we read that in one of the descriptions previously.
Yeah. So
really, I didn't read it in this particular Firekeeper's soul. I was just like, oh, it's a Firekeeper soul. Same thing, cool. I'll just take it to the place in Orlando and give it to her and strengthen my bonfire. Get SS Flash plus fucking 3 like a boss.
Yeah, and never use Firelink Shrine again. But but it's not a big deal. Like I said, you have Firelink Altar right fucking there. It doesn't matter. So that is the whole thing with Lautrec. Yeah. And now for the Lord Vessel that you placed.
Yes.
We're going to get into that.
And oh yeah, and since the server's back online, where is the message of messages? Where is the message of messages? Weakness, amazing chest. No, where is the text that says amazing chest ahead? Is it in here?
That might not be. I think the server's fucked up. Maybe no one's placed the message yet.
The message was placed a long time ago.
There are multiple servers for this game. You might not necessarily be in the server that has that long fucking message in it.
Oh, okay. The one that has like over 10,000
likes. Yeah. Alright, so, on to the Lord Vessel. If you had not given it to Frampt, and you fought the bosses in a particular order, being the next boss you fought was Sif, and then fought the Four Kings, which the Four Kings are members of the Abyss. Then a second Primordial Serpent would come out of the Abyss in their boss room and be like, Kingseeker Frampt is a fucking traitor. Lord Gwyn is... furthering the lighting of the flame is bad for humans. Lord Gwyn sacrificed himself not to further his reign, but because he is scared of humans, and he's scared of the dark that they can bring. The natural order of the world is for the flame to die, and for humans to take over. That's what the second Primordial Serpent tells you. And
okay,
now, but take this with a grain of salt. This Primordial Serpent is also the Covenant leader of the Dark Wraiths. Yeah. So take that with as many grains of salt as you want. But
that leads directly into a point. I bitched at you about this earlier. We're going to do it on camera for the world to see. This also goes back to, I may or may not leave a link in the description below. I honestly will probably forget this because video isn't going to be posted for weeks ago, until weeks from the time of its recording. But Matt, Pat, and some other dude had a debate on Dark Souls or Dark Sucks. And the Dark Sucks guy made a point that I'm very convinced of, having played one fucking episode away from you. You miss these tiny, intricate things, and you miss a fuck ton of the story and lore, which is supposed to make these games so fantastic. I missed reading one description of a Firekeeper's soul, and I didn't take it back to a very specific place, and I missed out a huge amount of lore on the very core essence of this game. I didn't put the Lord Vessel where it was supposed to be placed. According to the story, at the time the story indicates it, I need to beat 2 bosses in a very specific order to hear an objection to what Kingseeker Frampt has to say about the game.
Yep.
Bull fucking shit! That is bad storytelling!
No, it is not. Because you're a baby bitch boy.
Go for it, Sir Bitchaloid.
This is the thing. This game mimics life in a lot of fashion. And when you're going throughout life, as you're progressing in your real life, you don't see every available option and what they are all going to lead to. You get to certain choices, you make your choice, and you see where it goes from there. The only difference is that you can do multiple playthroughs in this game. Maybe next time, well, I want to place the Lord Vessel immediately, I'll go do some other shit. Do some other shit, oh hey, I found this other serpent. Holy fucking shit. I've just had a fucking revelation. I've played through this game 3 or 4 times, and I'm still learning shit about it. That's fucking cool!
Replay value.
Replay value. And it's not that you missed out on lore because you didn't place the thing. It's that you are going down a specific story arc. If you had done that, you would have missed certain things that Frampt had to say. Because if you join the Dark Ray, if you do what Kingseeker Koth wants you to do, and you place the Lord Vessel with him, then Frampt gets pissed and leaves. There are multiple storylines you can go to because there are multiple endings to this game.
Only 2.
Only 2. The third one has 5, I think.
Okay.
And every path you go down, yeah, you're missing story from the other 4 paths, or paths, the other 4 paths, or the other path in this. But that's because, may I'll play it again and go down the other path. This game was also created with people have friends and the internet in mind. If they want to look that... Because, that's the thing. The only reason you're getting pissed about it is because you are becoming engrossed in the lore. You're enjoying the lore of the game. You're wanting to learn more about it. Most people that play the game, if I were to talk to every single person that played this game, at least 50% of them has no idea what the fucking story was about. They played it because they heard it was hard. They didn't even pay attention to the story arc. They went down. They didn't give a shit.
Okay.
If you give a shit, you're going to do multiple playthroughs. And you're going to ask people. And you're going to look online for stuff. And when you do that, you may find, hey, there are other things I can do. For example, if you were playing this completely without me, finding the Great Hollow would have been difficult to do. You wouldn't have thought to walk into that room and hit a wall after picking up the plank shield. You know? Me and a couple other messages were hinting at it. But, yeah, it's created with those things in mind. And so I don't consider it bad storytelling just because there are multiple story arcs. There are different things you can do. And you don't have to fight the particular... The thing is, it's not that you have to fight particular bosses in a certain order. This is what would generally happen. You would go through the Four Kings area, and you get to the Abyss, and the Abyss would immediately kill you. Because humans can't survive the Abyss. So then you have to find a way to make it to the Abyss. And I forgot whether... there's an NPC in the area with the Four Kings that tells you, hey, you can't traverse the Abyss because you're a human. You have to go and get this item so that you can traverse the Abyss. So then you go and kill the boss that has that item. Then you come back and you kill the Four Kings with that item. So now you can be in the Abyss and not get killed by it. So it's not, I have to fight bosses in a particular order where I'm not pointed in a single direction. The NPCs tell you, they point you in a direction. Like, hey, you have to go and fight. They even tells you where the boss is. He's like, hey, go fight this fucking boss so that you can traverse the Abyss. It's not blindly, I have to ambiguously fight this one, and then ambiguously fight this one. It leads you. It just leads you very vaguely because you have to figure it out.
Very, very, very vaguely. If it weren't for you being here, and because the game is so hard, it's very hard for me to discern what I should tackle next because it all seems very fucking impossible.
Right.
That level of vagueness... Well, now, this is coming from an old school gamer, and a lot of you are going to disagree with me on this. I don't like sandboxes.
I like sandboxes.
I don't like the way... I like the Fallout games. I don't like how loosey... Well, at least they give you some direction. In the middle of their sandboxiness, they give you direction. Okay? The Grand Theft Auto games, I don't like them because you play the part of a bad guy, and I just don't like being a bad guy. I'd rather save lives, donate money instead of raping and killing bitches, and then, killing them to get my money back, and then just wandering around killing people for the random shits and giggles of it.
Such a good game.
I don't like the thought of that, and I will not be playing that, well, quite frankly, ever. Not even for one of my subscriber milestones.
I have put hundreds of hours into GTA 5.
A lot of people have, and I don't hold that against you. I don't think you're a bad person for doing it. It's a fucking video game.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna play what I like to play.
Oh yeah, go for it.
And I don't like sandbox games. The openness of this world is something I am personally against, and the lack of direction, which is much worse than Fallout 3, which I've played, or at least it told you where to go. This game is so vague, it leaves me lost.
And that's what it's supposed to do. Because the thing is, from Miyazaki, the developer of this game, or the lead developer, he actually talked about this. He said part of it is, at least I believe he did. Maybe getting my sources a little mixed up. I might be confusing him with someone else.
Ruh-roh.
But someone in the Dark Souls thing, I think it was him, was like, yeah, we were getting sick of how every fucking AAA game now holds people's hands, tells them exactly what to do. Oh, here's a map with a compass marker on it. Don't explore the world. You know, go down this one linear path and do this one thing. Why would you explore? Why would you see this grand world that they created when you could just follow the axe? So, they don't give you a map. They give you vague direction. Figure it the fuck out. You're a grown man. This game is rated mature. This is made for adults. This is made for people who have a functioning fucking brain. Use that fucking brain. Figure the fuck out. Now, yeah, your first time through isn't going to be seamless. Your first time through, you're going to miss a lot of shit. That's because this game is very big. When I first played Dark Souls 3, I missed 80% of the shit that I could have done. Because Dark Souls 3 is massive. Right?
Oh, wow.
Like I said, there are like 5 different endings. I missed so much shit. But I beat the game. My first time through. The goal is your first time through isn't meant to be perfect. You're meant to beat the game. If you like it enough to keep looking into it, well, okay, then you can look at treat X, Y, and Z that we put in there for you to find. You know? For people that just want to beat a game, you can do that in this. People that just want to beat a game, they don't care if they missed the fucking primordial serpent. Oh, I placed the Lord Vest, and I'm going to go fight bosses. That's all they give a shit about. If people actually give a fuck about the game world and the lore and the story and things like that, they'll play through it a couple times. And like I said, they may go to others for help.
Your arguments have some merit.
They do.
I'll stick by what I said, though. I don't like that particular design. I like something that's linear. I like something... At least the story. At the very least, if I'm going to get engaged in a story, I want to know... Like, here's a big example. Now, for those of you guys who are otaku like me, fellow weeaboos, you'll understand this a little bit. In the visual novel genre, yeah, you have a fuck ton of endings. You have a fuck ton of options. It can be sickening how many options there are.
Oh yeah, I played visual novels.
But you are given a very specific, like, here's the choice. And you very immediately afterwards find out, well, at least to some small degree, what that choice entails and what it does to you and the people around you. Here is so incredibly vague.
And that's why I said, going back to what I said before, it mimics life in some respects. You know, like, there is the whole thing of, you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. In real life, you're going down a path, see A and B, I don't know what the fuck they lead to, I'm gonna choose one. Right? Or sometimes you don't even know there's a second choice. You just assume, well, that's the thing I'm gonna do. I don't think there's something I couldn't have done, you know? And that goes back to the thing that I said in, I think, the very first episode. Which is, this game mimics life in the sense of, if you give up on the game, you effectively go hollow. Just like your character gave up. That's what it is. This game is a mimic of how life works. If you go hollow, then so does your character. If you don't know where if you going down your daily life doesn't know what path leads to what ending, why the fuck should the character know? Fuck you! That's effectively what they've said. To people, the game's too hard. It's so vague. Fuck off!
Two very different mindsets. At the very, very least, I am the guy who likes a good challenge.
Yeah.
The thing is, I love a good story. In fact, I like visual novels over RPGs at this point in my life because when I play a game, I get involved in the gameplay, I get involved in the action, I get involved in the joy of the challenge. Yeah. When I read a book, when I read a visual novel, I don't want stupid gameplay getting in the way of a good story.
Well, then Dark Souls isn't for you. Unfortunately. Go jerk off over The Last of Us like you have previously. He is fucking in love with The Last of Us. Yeah. He's never even played it. He don't even own a fucking PlayStation. He watched shit online and jerked off to every single episode. Like...
Yeah, I think I watched Markiplier's Jacksepticeye's, and
Jacksepticeye's funny as shit.
and React Teens. I watched all 3 of their playthroughs from beginning to end.
Yeah, it's a good fucking game. Like I said, I have it.
Talk about a story. Oh my god.
Playing that and yeah, playing that shit on grounded difficulty is one of the most fun things I've ever done in the game. That shit was amazing. But okay, that's not Dark Souls.
That's true. It's not. It's its own game.
It's its own game. If you like games like that, cool, then go play games like that. And the way the developers of this game see it, if you don't like the way Dark Souls works, then fuck you. Find a game that you do like. You don't have to like our shit. Wanna why? Because millions of other fucking people like our shit. We don't fucking care. Fuck off. That's
The beautiful position of having enough, of having excess.
And that's the thing, no, and it's not even having enough, having excess. Demon Souls, equally fucking difficult, equally vague, right? There was a very small cult following of that, and a bunch of people tried it and didn't like it, and they're like, FromSoft, change your next game. No! Fuck you! We don't care if this game only has a small cult following. The thing is, this is the game that they wanted to make. And I think they did a damn good job.
Now, for someone who's going to make games one day, I can't second that opinion more wholeheartedly.
Yeah. You're not going to tell me how to make my shit.
And
off.
when I make my games, it's going to piss a lot of people off if I have the time and the ability to make them the way I want to.
Yeah.
If I have my say in these games and some publisher doesn't get in the way, my games are going to really fuck with some people. And that's exactly what I want to do.
Good.
It's exactly what I want to do. They're going to be hard, they're going to be challenging, and the story is going to be...
And I assume...
It's going to make Dark Souls look like My Little Pony.
And I assume if people were going, change the way you make your games, you tell them, or you could fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, and what I would do if you weren't here, well, I would...
Wiki guide.
I'd say what?
Wiki guide.
Yeah, exactly. I would be walkthroughing the fuck out of this.
Yeah.
Unapologetically. That's what I did with The Legend of
And
Zelda.
like I said, like the reason why I don't really blame you for that is because that's halfway around this game, about what this game is designed for. Like I said, there were hardly any advertisement for this game. This game got popular through word of mouth.
Now that's really interesting.
Yeah, this game got popular because people were going, yo, this game's hard as shit. You should fucking play it. And people were like, okay. Wait, there's a really good story here too. Do you know that? I don't fucking care about the story. I just want to play a game that's hard. Alright, well fuck off then. That's basically what people's conversations went like. But...
Is there anything we have left? We covered pretty much everything.
Pretty much everything. And...
Oh, I did have one question.
Okay.
I don't like something King Seeker France said. He said to... I saw it... I showed it in a previous video. I won't show it again. He basically said... You need to absorb these Lord Souls, offer them to the Lord Vessel. Some of them have I might not be remembering this exactly correct, but it's like essentially some of these souls have gone hollow. Some of them are no longer, but all of them are no longer worthy. Kill them without thinking about it. Kill them without vacillation. I have a severe problem with that. I've been going through this entire game being merciful to hollows that don't pose a threat to me. Because I am, in essence, I try to be a peaceful guy. And now he's just saying, go off and kill these bitches.
Because you need to.
I have a serious problem with that.
You need to. The Lord Vessel needs to be satiated. Because from his perspective, it's a necessary sacrifice.
Oh, sorry, dude. I thought I hit you.
No.
If I had hit King Seeker Framt, and he had been like, I will not appear before you anymore before I'd gotten the Lord Vessel, would the game have just been locked at that point?
No, you can jump in his hole and land down there.
You can? And you live?
Like a cloud forms underneath you and slows you as you fall.
Oh, that's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
But that doesn't change the fact that there are bosses to
You still have to kill them all. Because Lord Gwyn...
Actually, don't tell me how it's justified. Let me figure that out on my own.
Well, I'm trying to think if this is...
This is a good idea.
I mean, it was... Alright, just to keep it as vague as possible, like the rest of the game. Basically, Gwyn locked himself in the Kim. To do his shit. And he was like, the only way that anyone can get in here is if all the gods agree on it. And since they're not gonna fucking agree on it, well, gotta kill them and take the souls. Necessary. Necessary evil.
And even Guinevere.
Guinevere's like, you need to do this shit.
I'm wondering, yeah, I mean, that's her father, so I'm wondering what her motivation is in this. I talked to her a few times in the previous episode.
Because you need to continue his work.
She was essentially like, my father needs to be replaced.
Yeah.
And that could sound really murdery and very dark.
It is.
But I didn't get that from her when she said it. It was more like, and you're saying, no, it fucking is. It fucking is.
Well, it's not murdery.
She's a fucking traitor.
It's not murdery. It's necessary. You'll see why it's not murder. You'll see.
Okay, so I was going to go.
Since I'm here.
Since you're here now, that covers fucking everything.
I can tell you where we're going to go next.
Okay.
Where did you want to go next?
Well, since I didn't know where the fuck to go, I was going to go into hell.
Nope.
The ruins of Izalith.
Yeah.
And that means a lot now that I know who Izalith is.
We could go there.
That was her city. That was the Witch of Izalith. That was that goddess's domain. That was her territory.
Quelaag's and Quaylon and Quaylon's mother.
Yeah, but something bad happened there. Something really fucking bad happened.
Alright, well, we are going to not go all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
But we are going to, for now, at least go halfway through the catacombs.
Do I have divine shit to kill enemies?
I would make divine shit.
Literally craft it. Do I have the divine ember? Did I get that?
You gave it to the blacksmith, I believe.
That's the giant blacksmith?
No, that's dude man next to the church.
Oh, so, Andre.
What I did in my game, I made the Claymore divine.
Interesting, okay.
Because it's a solid fucking weapon, and
won't deny that.
It worked. It worked pretty fucking well.
Okay.
So if I were you, I would make the Claymore divine. But yeah, do what you want. But I would say we need to use a divine weapon down there.
It would be, so there's not going to be a divine weapon before I go to the catacombs. I literally need to craft that shit.
Yeah, and there are some divine weapons, but the one you have right now is kind of shit. That's the Astora Straight Sword.
Is that a shit
weapon? It's a faith weapon. So it's one of the very few faith weapons in the game.
I was like, where's my bottomless box? What? Oh yeah, and as I was playing, just dicking around the other day, I found out the skeletons don't break to just any weapons hit. The weapon has to be a little bit heavier for them to break if you get that really decent stun on them.
Yeah, and the Claymore is one of those weapons.
Yeah, it is. If I divine it, though, I'm going to lose the +10, aren't I?
You are. You'll have to actually revert it back to +5 to divine it.
Sucks ass.
Oh, you could use a great sword.
I can't even wield that shit yet.
You can't?
I don't have the strength for it. Nope.
Click on it. No, I mean, click X on it. 28. What's your strength at? Skill level up.
Yeah, I was like, just fuck it.
Strength 24.
24, yeah.
Fucking loser. That's why you don't put points in the decks. All right.
I want to be able to wield all the dex weapons in the game.
Strength's more important. All right, so, let's go through your weapons again. We're gonna get a decent weapon.
Stone greatsword. No, scimitar's too light. I have the falchion. I don't want to make the divine
it's the same
now.
scimitar.
The Shotel, painting guardian swords. The Eitol. No, that's not heavy enough.
Battle axe maybe. Keep going.
Those might do the trick.
The great axe, it would be slow as shit, and it has a very short range.
No, that's a cult, not divine.
Yeah.
The Great Club.
I know you don't have the strength to wield that shit.
Spear? Do those?
No.
Those wouldn't break it. That's fire.
No, that's crystal.
Oh, is that crystal?
It says crystal.
Oh, fuck. I was looking at the symbol and not the name.
Alright, so, I guess it's Claymore.
Yeah, it looks like it might just have to be. Well, I guess a Divine Claymore's not a bad thing to have. So yeah, I'm holding the Claymore, so let's warp over to the Undead Parish.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
A lot of lore discussed in this episode.
A whole lot. This episode's almost over.
It is. I think we're gonna make this divine, and then we're fucking done.
Pretty much.
We can do shit.
But this was lore discussion.
This is a lore episode.
And apparently people love that shit in this game, like you.
Yeah.
So it was good.
I basically got a vote this whole time.
You seem need anything.
I do, man.
Alright, so modifier. Go back. Yep.
Is that holy?
Well, go down to the next one. Like the last one. Alright, we need souls.
Okay, let's get
I'll
souls.
be seeing you that beat.
I don't need that many.
I would use...
Well, I need a few, though.
I'd use the large soul Proud Knight. That should be enough. For our needs. Alright, so...
Well, you need.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Modify. Now revert it back to +5.
Was that on the Claymore?
Yes.
Yes, it is. I feel like I ground out so much for nothing. Oh, the fuck well.
Alright, now scroll one over.
Restore Claymore +10 to Claymore +5.
Now scroll over. Oh, no.
Oh,
go back
shit.
to modify. And go to the divine thing. Yep.
So I can make it divine. Wow, that makes it... I have so much green titanite for my farming.
Good.
That is good, because I'm going to need that for, I'm going to need that for the fucking Chaos's Way hander.
No, you won't.
Legend.
Alright, so now upgrade that fully. So now back out.
Oh, back out.
Go to reinforced weapon.
And now, okay.
And
got it.
+5.
Yes, I want this shit to be strong. I can't believe how many I have. That's crazy.
It's good.
It is good. No, yes.
Alright.
And now I need like a large divine ember to make it above that. Is it called a large divine ember? Oh,
And
yeah.
then from that point on, you're going to be needing white titanite chunks and a white
Don't
titanite
get
slime.
you neither of them.
Okay, so now I am ready. I'm actually ready to go to the catacombs. Let me see what this, let me see what divine looks. It looks the same.
Yes, it does. They don't get visible effects on them.
You know what I really love about this room now?
No
How
titanite.
fucking empty it is.
Yeah.
Has a little bit of a glow behind it, but that's about it. That's about all it has. It has like just the slightest of white glows behind it. So, actually, I was just thinking the Divine Claymore, I'll bet wrecks the normal skeleton shit too.
It does.
Just because it's divine.
Yeah. This actually reminded me. For some reason, I have decided. For
Yeah.
some reason, I have decided upon myself that
Yeah.
I am going to go through all 3 Dark Souls games, and 100% all of them. Meaning, I'm going to go through New Game +7 of all 3 games.
Damn.
One after the other. It also means that on one playthrough, I have to go through Dark Souls 2 without dying and without using a bonfire.
What?
Yeah, in Dark Souls 2, if you go through it without dying, then you get a ring that makes your weapon invisible. And if you get through it without using a bonfire, you get a ring that makes you invisible. So, or does it make your armor invisible? One of the two.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck this up.
Alright, and that does it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for listening to all of our lore discussion. If you did hang in there for the entire time, it was important to me, it was important to my playthrough, so I'm going to assume you did. Thank you very much for, if you're watching the end of the video, I'm assuming you did. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you disliked it, hit that dislike button. If you really liked it, share with a friend, subscribe, and join the freaks! I love you. God bless.